OASIS Plus is GSA's government-wide vehicle for buying professional services. If you're in federal contracting, this is the highway everyone's using. It's dense, it's detailed, but it's the opportunity you need to understand.
Think of it as a massive structured marketplace. It's organized by domains, service categories. You don't just win OASIS Plus, you qualify into specific domains based on your experience, systems, and certifications.
And here are 3 strategic concepts you need to lock in. First, frequent ramp-ons. GSA is keeping this continuously open, so more chances to get on. Second, lateral springboarding. If you already hold an OASIS Plus Small Business ID IQ, you can move onto other socioeconomic categories later without duplicating awards. Third, add domain modifications. Once you are on the vehicle, you can add new domains for a domain modification option, and crucially, price isn't required for those add-on mods.
Phase 2 explicitly adds 5 new domains: business administration, marketing, and public relations, human capital, financial services, and social services.
Before we get too excited about the strategy, let me be clear about this. Everything must be submitted only through the OASIS Plus Symphony Portal, OSP. No email submissions, and here's the golden rule. Tag your evidence. If you upload a contract but don't tag it to the specific claim in the portal, the government may not validate the credit.
So can we just dump files in a folder? Absolutely not. And do not upload files that are locked or encrypted, because if they can't open it, they can't evaluate it.
The proposal maps directly to Section L. We are looking at L.5.1 General, L.5.2 QP Experience, L.5.3 Federal Prime Contractor Experience, then your systems, certifications, past performance, and price.
2 quick formatting notes. Use clear file naming so evaluators know what they're looking at. Second, do not submit items. The RFP specifically says not to submit, like a table of contents. Just follow the instructions. L.5.1 is where you can trip on the SF33. Here are the traps. Your offer acceptance period must be at least 365 days. Block 15A must match your legal name and address in SAM and include your UEID and cage code. Ensure the UEID is actually in Block 15A. It's administrative, but it can derail the submission.
QP stands for Qualifying Project. This is your proof that you have done work in a specific domain. It's a scoring powerhouse. You can submit up to 5 distinct QPs per domain.
Minimum verification for QPs is the signed original contract award. You can support that with FPDS reports, statements of work, invoices, or staffing plans, but you need that verification.
For QP eligibility, the project must be relevant to the domain scope, meet the minimum annual value threshold, and be recent, meaning ongoing with 6 months completed or completed within the last 5 years.
I have a massive red flag here. Do not use duplicate QPs across proposals within the same domain and solicitation. If the same project shows up twice in the same lane, say 2 different internal teams claim the same contract, it can be removed from all proposals where it appears. You have to centralize your project list and lock it down.
Also, when you fill out verification forms, include direct phone numbers and emails for the customer contacts. Don't make the evaluators hunt for them. FEP stands for Federal Prime Contractor Experience. This is a proof you have been a federal prime before. It gives you an additional credit.
So how is it different from a QP? 3 things. First, there's no limit on the number of FPEs you can list. Second, it doesn't have to be domain relevant. It just has to be federal prime work. Third, it can overlap with your QPs, or it can totally be a different project.
The strategy is, don't rely on your subs. These elements, systems, clearances, and certifications must be held in the prime offeror's name.
Correct. Subcontractors cannot be used to claim credit for certifications or systems. If you are a joint venture, the JV members can hold them as allowed, but not as a sub. Past performance is evaluated for your relevant QPs, not your FEPs. You want positive ratings. Credits come from positive QPs only. A negative rating can eliminate that project entirely. Not exactly. You need to submit a cost price template with ceiling rates for 20 labor categories. You need to provide a basis of estimate.
Note that profit rationale isn't required, but if your indirect rates aren't from an approved agreement, you need to propose them from your accounting system and explain the pools and basis. You need 3 years of financial statements. You must not password protect your financial files. If the government cannot open it, they may not ask twice.
And a new addition is Section L.5.9. If you submitted previously and were unsuccessful, you must respond to the debriefing findings on letterhead. If you skip this, the contracting officer can remove your offer.
So it all rolls up to the domain qualification matrix, the scorecard.
Right. Your score is QPs plus FEPs plus systems and certifications plus past performance.
If you're using JV experience, precision is key. You must submit the contract issued to the JV. If you're relying on a member's experience, ensure the project is properly entered in the OSP. You must substantiate who performed what portion of the work.
And don't forget the paperwork. You need the JV agreement and, if applicable, the SBA approved mentor protege agreement included.
A few highlights, obviously the 5 new domains. There are updates to ISO versions and CMMC additions in the certifications section. Also, stronger language ensuring customers understand verification requirements.
Scoring is about QPs and positives, but survival is about compliance.
So get into that portal, tag your files, and good luck out there.